All right, so let me quickly do a brief explanation concerning a timer relay. This is a timer relay. It has you can switch it between seconds, minutes, and hours. Max hours it has, I think, is this one says 100 hours. This is the latest one. This one says states 100 hours, I think. So let's look at the connection diagram. Here is the diagram. As you can see, this relay has a base. It owns a base. Here is the base. Here is the base, and as you can see, the base follows this drawing on the table. This is 7 and this is 2. So as you can see, number 7 and 2, that is the power of the coil. So this is where the coil is, not in the base. The coil is inside this. So the pin is the one that will sit inside this base. So the number on this base is the number on this coil. If you lay your hands on it, you can take a closer look at it. You will see the numbers on the coil. So now, this is the coil. We power the coil from 7 and 2. 7 is live, 2 is neutral. And this common, when you see common, it shows that common means you are the one to provide power to that point. Now you can see 7 and 8. We provided power from 7, which is the live, to the common, which is the 8. We have another common, which is 1. You can decide to provide another power source here. It can be the common should only be live. You can see 1 is provided. I only use this as an example. Provided power from 7 to 8 to 1 because I want you to confirm that there is a normally closed and normally open. Now what do we mean by the normally closed and normally open? When you look at this diagram, 8 and 5 are normally closed. Normally closed means it is normally connected. When you see this symbol, it shows that there is a connection in between the first and second terminal. Now when you see the first and another terminal, the first and second terminal, you see that there is a gap in between the two dots. It means it is normally open. It is open, meaning that whenever this timer is not powered, it means that these 8 and 5, they are connected. But when this timer is powered, because it's a timer, after this countdown time is completed, it will now disconnect from this 5, and 8 and 6 will now then connect together. So it means this one will change to normally open, not normally open. Let me not put it like that. This 8 and 5 will not disconnect, then it will connect to 8 and 6. So it means that if you want a delay to happen to the power source, to the power supply, if you want a delay to happen to the power supply, whether it is power off, you want after some time you want it to off, you connect your live, the output, to number 6. So after 10 seconds it will turn on if you want it to turn on. Then if you want it to turn off, you connect your live output to number 5. After 10 to 5 seconds, it will turn off. So when it turn off, it means that the power disappear from 5 and come to number 6. I hope you understand this diagram. This timer always have two sides, both the timer relay and the midway relay. We'll come to midway relay in part 2. So this midway relay this timer relay has two common parts. It has one which is number 8 and the number 1. You can see that the number 1 also has its part. Number 1 and number 4 is normally connected. Number 1 and number 3 is normally open. Do you understand? So it has two parts. They always have two parts. As you can see here, you can see number 8 and number 5 here. I connected it to normally what? Normally close. There's a power there. And number 1 and number 3, I connected it to normally close. Normally open. This one is normally closed, this one is normally open. So means that number 5 and 4 here, they are normally closed. While number 6 and number 3, they are normally open. Do you understand? So they are different power supply. Another power supply is here, another power supply is here. It depends on what you want to happen. If you want something to turn off after this 10 seconds count, you connect to normally close. If you want it to turn on after 10 seconds, you connect to normally open. So let us test this out and I'll send you the video now. So but before we go, let's look at the electrical diagram. When you see this in electrical diagram, it means a coil. To power a coil, there's a coil. When you see this one, something like this, it is normally open. When you see something like this also, it is normally open. Now when you see something like this, it is normally closed. When you see it like this also, it is normally closed. Those are the symbols.